Good evening, everyone. I hope you are able to hear me and see me as well, right? Thank you so much for joining this session. We'll have a very short session of 30 minutes. To introduce myself, I'm Binu Samuel. I'm a health coach, and I have been helping people to lose weight and becoming a healthier version of themselves. The whole mission or goal of this such webinars every Thursday, 9 p.m. is to create an awareness. See, whatever way we are living today, whatever life what we are living today is the choices what we made in the past. Unless until we don't change the choices what we make today, our future is never going to change. And become staying healthy is there's no other option to you other than staying healthy. Because if you have to live a good life, if you want to have a great life and be productive, be active with your family, do great things for your family, then you have to stay healthy. So there's no other option. So the whole motive of this webinars is to create an awareness where you can make choices, wise choices you can make, which will be helping you to achieve your goals. So having said that, so let's start. Today's topic, what I'm going to share is the importance of protein. Now, I'm sure you heard of that protein is the building block of our body, right? So what it is, why is it important, how much we should have, these all details I'll be going through. See, many of this information you may be aware of also. Some of them maybe you are very much aware of, some may be new to you, but it may be a reminder to you. Some at times what happens is that we forget, we tend to forget. We are human beings. As life goes by, we tend to forget many things. That's natural for us. And because life is like that, no? Every other day some new challenges there. Someday the weather is not good, someday the boss is not good, someday the spouse is not good. So we tend to forget all the important things in life. So this may be a reminder to all the good things what you already know, or it can be new information. So I'll just share the screen right now. This protein is not only the building block for our body, it's the building block for the whole life itself. Life on earth, you take the smallest insect, earthworm, also to a human being or the biggest animal on this planet or the plant kingdom, everywhere protein is the base of structure what they have got. So protein is in the complete life. So it is very vital for us to our sustainability and the life sustainability on the earth. So protein is in every living life on the earth. And other day I was reading in an article a few decades back, there was a meteoroid which landed in Australia. And when they did a research on that, on the meteoroid also, they found components of protein. That means it's not only limited to our Earth, but the protein is for the whole universe also. It can be for the multiple universes has got the importance of protein. So what the point what I'm making here is that protein is very important for the life for everybody. Okay. And next comes is importance of protein for us. What organ is in our body which does not need a protein? None. Each and every organ, right from muscle, bones, our organs, brain functioning, our enzymes, our neurotransmitters, you name them, everything requires protein. So having a good quantity of protein is very essential to stay healthy. And I'm sure you know that our cells gets regenerated every other day. Sometimes the skin cell regenerates in a one day or two. Other parts of the organ throughout maybe a couple of months, your whole body gets a new set of cells. Complete regeneration happens. When this regeneration happens, if you don't give the body the right quantity and quality of protein, the next production of cell may not be so good as it was intended to. So then it will slowly lead to a lot of other health issues, inflammations, and multiple other health issues can be arise because of this deficiency of protein. So every part of our body needs protein. And how is this protein made, and details I'll be sharing. So these proteins are made from the other molecule, one more molecule called amino acids. These amino acids are very sophisticated molecules and very complex molecules also, but they have got this great characteristic of combining into multiple other different groups and making becoming different parts of our organs. Like there are 20 amino acids required for our body, and these amino acids group in different structures for different, like for enzymes there will be another structure of amino acids. For the liver, liver cells, the amino acids set of amino acids will be different, and these all things will be different. Now, from where do we get the amino acids? Amino acids come from our food. food, let it be plant-based or animal-based, both have got protein. And the structure of protein will be different. The number of amino acids in the food may be different, but both, let it be animal-based or plant-based, both have got the amino acids required for our body. Now, understanding it better, let me tell you that 11 amino acids are such which our body can make. Whatever food you have, the body internally can make this 11 amino acids. But there are 9 amino acids which our body cannot make. They are known as the essential amino acids. And these amino acids, we have to get it from our food. There's no other option for us. All these amino acids, if you say animal-based products, they have all the 9 amino acids. But when you talk about plant-based products, they don't have all the amino acids. So you will have to have a variety of plant-based products to meet the requirement. That doesn't mean a person who is vegetarian or vegan cannot have the requirement of protein. They can also have the requirement of protein, provided they have a variety of products. But animal-based products who are having is perfectly fine. So I'll go more detail which all products and which are way it is the protein content is there. I'll give the details also in the coming slides. Now, let's understand what is the way in which protein is synthesized. You may say this is a little bit of biology part of it. Not to worry, I'll just finish it off fast. When you eat a food, what happens in your body? That you should be aware. Because when you eat, you know the food has got amino acids. Now, how does the amino acid become protein? And how does our body cells know which type of protein to be made? So every amino acid goes to the cell, and the nucleus decides protein has to be made or not. Once the nucleus decides protein has to be made, then there is a information taken from DNA of the cell. DNA of the cell has got all the information whatever is required for the generation of the multiple more cells. So this DNA is so precious that the body does not want to move the DNA. It wants to keep the DNA in the right place. So what it does, it forms another component called RNA. RNA is the photocopy of DNA. Like the photocopy which we take, Xerox copy hum lete ho, same thing. So DNA should not be moved, but RNA can be moved from the place. Basically, if you say RNA is the portable version of DNA. So the same to same copy is made into the RNA. And this RNA travels to the ribosomes. Ribosomes are some organs inside the cells. These ribosomes are responsible for making protein. What ribosome reads the RNA, and as per the instructions given in that, as per the instruction, the same is transferred and a protein is made. And this process is called translation, in which the complete reading of the RNA is taken and it has been generated to a protein. That's the way a liver cells knows how to create liver cell proteins. Enzyme cell knows how to create enzyme cell protein. A blood cell knows how to create a blood cell, because it all is taken from the DNA, which is already the information is it. It is just I've just simplified the process. It's a very complicated process, but just to simplify and help you understand, that's the way protein is synthesized in our body. Okay. So, but the important part is that you should give the raw material of giving the right amino acids. Then only this will happen. Okay. Now, how much protein should we have? That is always a question. This a few days back, I was talking to one of my good friend, and I just happened to talk to him. And while conversation, we were talking about health, and I told him, "Do you have consumed enough protein?" He told me, "I don't look into protein much. I'm having good other foods, but protein, I don't need much protein because I am not working out too much." Now that was a question: key not working out, because of that I'm not having protein. That's a total wrong assumption. Just because you are not working out, अगर आप वर्कआउट नहीं कर रहे हो, इसका मतलब ये तो नहीं है ना आपका सेल्स फॉर्म नहीं हो रहा है. Your cells are being generated, new cells are being formed, अंदर हार्मोन्स फॉर्म हो रहे हैं, आपके एंजाइम्स फॉर्म हो रहे हैं. For those all things you need protein, you need the right amino acids. लेकिन अब आप वर्कआउट नहीं कर रहे, इसका मतलब ये तो नहीं है कि आपको प्रोटीन नहीं चाहिए. There's a lot of misconcept about protein, that protein is only required for bodybuilders. Like in advertisement, if you see the bodybuilders taking whey protein or other proteins, and when you talk to somebody who is working out building muscles, तो आप बोलते हो कि उनको प्रोटीन रिच फूड खाते हैं. सो समवेयर ये assumption हो चुका है कि प्रोटीन इज ओनली फॉर पीपल हु वर्क आउट एंड डू लॉट ऑफ मसल एक्सरसाइज, whereas that's not the fact. In fact, even if you don't work out, you are supposed to have certain amount of protein to stay healthy. So if you are an individual normal person who does not work out, आप बोले वर्कआउट नहीं करता, I don't have time to work out, okay fine, but still you should be consuming at least 0.8 grams of protein as per your body weight. at least round figure 1 gram of protein you should be having. Every individual should have 0.8 gram to 1 gram of protein as per his body weight. Let's say about a 70 kgs person should have approximately 58 to 60 grams of protein daily. It's not once in a month, it's not once in a week. Daily आपको उतना प्रोटीन खाना है to stay normal and stay healthy. You don't fall sick suddenly. आपको suddenly health issues नहीं होते, cholesterol suddenly नहीं बढ़ता है, your blood sugar doesn't go high suddenly, you don't have other health issues suddenly, आपकी immunity low suddenly नहीं होता है. It's a multiple days of choices कि आप low protein diet पे थे, आप many other things, workout and strength training, आपका stress level ज़्यादा, सब चीजें. But protein also plays a very important role. आपका nutrition level down है, इसकी वजह से आप बीमार पड़ रहे हो. That is also is there. Okay. Then comes a person who is working out. Man or male or female both require protein. ये नहीं कि male is more masculine, उसको protein चाहिए, female protein नहीं चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं है. It's as per body weight. That's simple. Okay. If a person is working out and he's regularly giving stress to his muscle, wear and tear हो रहा है, then the person requires little more protein क्योंकि वो muscle rebuild करना है. That's the reason you need more protein. So if you are working out regularly, then at least 1.2 grams per kg or gram of body weight you have to have. Let's say you have your 80 kgs, and accordingly 1.2% of that you should be having of grams of protein you should have per body weight. So that's a very simple calculation. आप आराम से देख सकते हो, आपको 80 इसके हो तो about 90 to 96 grams of protein you should be having if you have 80 kgs. Just telling an example. Okay. Now let's say you are a bodybuilder या फिर आप एक celebrity हो जो आप regularly you have to show your 6 packs or you have to photo shoot and go for competitions. These all things, if you are regularly involved in that, then your protein intake is very high. That is up to 2 grams per body weight. Now 2 gram is maximum 2.5, 2 से ज़्यादा आपको खाना भी नहीं चाहिए. Over extraction of protein also is not good, but this much is the maximum. If a person is bodybuilder, 2 grams per body weight is excellent. If he's 80 kgs, he should have 160 grams of protein. 1 kg के लिए 2 ग्राम प्रोटीन के हिसाब से आप कर सकते हो. If he's a bodybuilder, working out, athletic, celebrity, वो सब जो basically I have to show your body and make a physique, or you are into huge competitions जहाँ पे वैसा आपका muscle building है, then only it goes to 2 grams. Otherwise, it's don't worry. As per the understanding, our Indian food is so great that we have very less protein. ज़्यादा प्रोटीन हम खाते नहीं है, टेंशन लेने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. Then the last segment comes is the as you age. As you age, what should you take? As you age, आपका body mass muscle percentage goes down. And in the last session also I covered कि as you age आपका fat body muscle percentage goes down. कोलाजन आपका बहुत कम हो जाता है. कोलाजन is a type of protein जो काफी कम हो जाता है. आपका skin में wrinkles आ जाते हैं. Those all things are because of less collagen. Your hair fall happens. Your nails become brittle. These are of reduction of collagen. Collagen is about 60 to 70% of the protein in our body is collagen. Okay, so that comes down, and in that condition, what you need to do here is that you have to have higher protein as you age. As you age, if you have higher protein, is good for your health. So it's recommended that at least have 1.2 to 1.5 grams per kg of body weight. If you are above 55, 60 years age and you're aging, then I will surely say have a little more protein-rich food and carbs are reduced. So your muscles are intact and your tissues are intact in place as you age. That will help you out. So your energy levels also will be good. If you're aging, as you're aging, it's better to increase your protein intake. So this is broadly the protein requirement of the body. And if you got any health issues, if your uric acid is high, you got kidney issues, please consult your physician, consult your doctor, and follow what your doctor says. Do not follow what I'm saying right now. Very simple. Otherwise, anyway, in the social media, there's a lot of information there. YouTube, Insta, सब में बहुत information आता है. Do not follow anything. Just follow what your doctor says, because that's more important. The doctor knows you more than anybody else. So influencers and health coaches, whatever we say, if your medical has got issues, medical issues are there, please consult your doctor and follow that only. Okay. Now, India is a protein deficient country. This I'm not saying, there's enough research paper. You can Google yourself and see the plate what we eat today in India are mostly carb-rich food what we have, and very less protein. most of the Indians are 80% of the Indians are protein deficient, and that is one of the reason of many of the health issues what is prevailing. Every say third person is diabetic, cholesterol and BP is increasing day by day. These all things are multiple things, but protein also adds a lot thing. So our country is protein deficient. That's for sure. We have to intentionally increase our protein intake. Okay, what are the ways in which you can increase the protein intake? Is through food only is what you can increase. But there are two types of food when we think about protein. One is animal-based protein, one is plant-based. So let me cover with animal-based, then I'll go to the plant-based. In animal-based protein, the topmost order which comes, the best protein I'll say is poultry. There will be other, red meat may have a more protein, but they are more of fat. Fat concentration is also why I'm taking poultry. The fat percentage is less and more of protein you get. So egg and chicken, these all things if you're having, that gives a great quality and quantity. All the 9 amino acids are there. Great for health. You can have protein in that. Egg is great. You can have multiple eggs in a day. Then comes dairy products. Dairy products, many of Indians are lactose intolerant, so tolerance is there. So they don't digest milk comfortably. So you can go for yogurt, you can go for curd and paneer, sort of things which can help you in the dairy products. Dairy products, again, the good part is dairy products comes in a vegetarian meal. So you can comfortably have that. You add that. If you're vegetarian, you can add dairy products in your diet for taking care of the protein requirement. That's great. Again, dairy products, the fat percentage is little high, so you have to be certain about the quantity of what we have it. Red meat, again, not recommended to have too much. Once in a month, if you're having red meat, mutton, and things, the pork sort of things, if you're having, have it restricted to lesser quantity. Because the saturated fat quantity is very high, but it is again a very good protein-rich food. Then comes the processed food of all sorts of meats, chicken nuggets, like your salami and sort of stuffs. This is the last component. They also have got protein, but they should be used as minimum as possible because highly processed food has got big health issues. Research says that even it leads to cancer sort of issues. So you should not be having it regularly. Once in a while is fine. You don't have to worry about, but don't have it regularly. Processed meat in long run will not help you. But again, it is protein-rich food. That's what I would say here. Okay. Now let's go to the plant-based foods. Plant-based food. The first thing is legumes, dal, all sorts of dal. हर dal में आप देख सकते हो. Every dal has got good quantity of protein. But again, it is highly carb also. Protein is there. But in vegetarian or plant, not vegetarian, I say plant-based products, you should always remember one plant-based product may not give you all the 9 essential amino acids. That's why you'll have to have a variety of food. A person who eats animal-based product, he can have a, let's say, chicken curry and a rice, and his protein requirement may be met. But a vegetarian may have to have a dal, vegetable, and along with that, he will have to add some paneer or some extra dal sort of thing so that he gets all the 9 essential amino acids for his health. Otherwise, if somebody says a vegetarian cannot have all the proteins, that is completely wrong. A vegetarian can have all the proteins. Only thing he'll have to go for a little more variety. And then the little issue comes is that the calorie intake also increases. Just because the food is protein rich does not mean does not have calories. So you have to think about calorie also. After attending my session, suddenly don't go and increase your protein, because as you increase the protein, the calorie also will increase. Then you may feel कि यार कैसा मेरा weight put on हो गया ना suddenly. That shouldn't happen. Okay, so be careful about that. Nuts and seeds are great source of protein. They have got also good protein. Again, it is even a good source of fats also. Have it moderately. Then comes grains. You may think grains kaisa protein rich ho gaya? Grains has also got protein. In this category, grains has also got protein, but they are not protein rich very. Let's say 100 grams of protein. Say rice has got 2 grams or 3 grams of protein in that way. Okay, but every food has got protein. It's not any food doesn't. Every food has protein, but the quantity of protein will be lesser. That's all. But every food has got in your plate. Every food has got quantity of got protein in it. Then comes vegetables and fruits. They also got protein, but lesser quantity. A banana has got 1 gram of protein that way. So these are the variety of foods which all will give you in your plate. When you keep the food, every food will give you protein, but the quantity of protein will be different. So when you are having a vegetarian person, I will say along with your food, always add some dairy-based products also, like curd and yogurt, curd, and this paneer sort of stuffs. Or you can go for tofu or tofu and soya-based product. So also that will also increase the protein intake. So you have a variety of food so that when you're having plant-based vegetarian food you're having, so that you meet the requirement of your protein. Okay. Now, then comes a very controversial topic, supplements. Supplements is not bad. Here I will talk only about what protein-based supplements. Protein-based supplements, there are two types of supplements. One is a whey protein and another is a plant-based protein. Both are equally good, nothing wrong. When you have whey protein is from dairy products. As initially I told, dairy is not tolerant for everybody. The people are not comfortable. They may have digestive issues because of having whey protein. In that condition, you can go for plant protein. A scoop of 25 grams of whey protein gives you 25 grams of protein. That's a great way. And initially, there was in a few months, not initially, a few months back, there was a Dr. Abby Phillips. The survey report was there. He had done a research on all the whey proteins, and report was published. And many of them, people forwarded it to me, saying that this whey protein is not. Mark my words, whey protein is not bad. If something has gone wrong, it is because of the manufacturer who made the protein. It's not the whey protein is bad. Whey protein is good. If the manufacturer did some malpractice, you cannot blame that the whey protein is bad. So when you buy whey protein, please do not buy cheap whey protein. Go for reputed brands. Maybe you have to pay a little more. Then only, yeah, if your pocket allows, then only go for whey protein. It is little costly, I would say. But if you can invest, that's a great investment for you. If you're working out, if you're taking whey protein, if you're not working out also, if you want to take plant-based protein, there are great plant-based proteins you can have. Both the ways it is good. But if you go for supplements only when your protein requirement from the food is not being met. How will you come to know whether protein requirement is met or not? By tracking it down. Today everything is informed. You can Google and see 100 grams of curd will give you how much protein? 3 grams of protein. How much will 100 grams of chicken will give you? It will give about 28 to 30 grams of protein. So I'm talking about a boneless chicken, no doubt. So in that way, you can track your plate and see for a few days and see. In a week, you will come to know regularly how much grams of protein you're having and how can you increase it. If with food you can increase and it takes care of your requirement, at least if you are 60 kgs, you're having 60 grams of protein, at least 1 gram per day, then perfectly fine. You don't have to go for supplements. But if that's not working out, it is because of your busy schedule. We don't have time to cook and a lot of stuff. No, so that is that. Then obviously I'll recommend you can go for supplements, but please go for good branded supplements. So with this, I come to the end of the session. Thank you so much for patiently listening to the session and the session. If anybody would like to ask anything,